July 15th, Tehachapi, California. This arid, dry valley, while extremely unknown, is home to much more than the rattlesnakes and bears. Here in this empty place is an organization that could fill the hearts of anyone, and that organization is Marley's Mutts. We were there to meet not only the founder, Zach Scow, but all his loving dogs who were changing lives right alongside him. Zach Scow is the man running the show when it comes to Marley's Mutts. He founded the organization and was a part of every decision made since day one. He also makes every aspect of Marley's Mutts a priority and sees the value in every life involved. Zach's friend was in prison, and because of his story, Zach was inspired to make life behind bars better. This change was possible through the power of the human-canine bond. Marley's Mutts finds the potential in every broken and unwanted dog, and with time gives them a purpose within the Pawsitive Change program. These dogs are further changed within the prison by prisoners who crave structure and a purpose. In the end, the dogs and the prisoners are enriched through the program. Pawsitive Change is such a needed program because of the huge incarceration rates currently found in the United States. The U.S. imprisons more people and for longer sentences than any other democratic country in the world. Pawsitive Change is working to keep all those people from returning to prison years later, as almost 76% of released prisoners return within 5 years. The efforts made by Zach and the program as a whole really are making change.
I overthink everything, I stress on everything. I have horrible social anxiety, I feel so uncomfortable right now. But the sense of camaraderie that all these guys give me, they've all come up and been like, hey, I feel the same way. It's not just you. It makes me feel less alone in a place that it's so easy to feel alone and isolated. My main goal with my prison term is to leave with more knowledge than I have. I want to be a better person. I want to atone for the mistakes that I've made. And just learning these different skills I think it's already helping that. I got a chance to help this dog. He was so anxious when he came in. Oh, I'm sorry. And he's not anymore, he'll approach strangers, with his tail wagging. He doesn't duck and hide. And seeing that has given me confidence, it's something to be proud of.
The unique aspects of Marley's Mutts was that everyone who gave within the program also received. As the men in the prisons gave the dogs training and much needed compassion, the dogs gave the men a purpose, a reminder of their importance, as well as companionship. The impact of Marley's Mutts is broad and has grown. However, Zach has made it a priority to keep a personal connection with everyone involved in the Pawsitive Change program. This is just another thing that sets the program apart. Zach wants to reach as many people as he can, and as that number has grown, his drive towards a personal connection with every prisoner and dog never faded. Zach values the connections he makes with people. He's also focused on dedicating himself to a dog or person no matter how long their rehabilitation takes. One example of that is a litter of puppies he helped when he was just getting started.
So we had 6 or 7 years ago, we had a house burned down, and I ran into a guy frantically calling me that his dogs were basically melted, that a litter of puppies had melted in this fire. So I met him at the hospital, and they were suffering 3rd and 4th degree burns over 90% of their bodies. They didn't even look like puppies. Their skin was sloughing off of them, so it was gone.
The care given by Dr. Grossman and the Grossman Burn Center as a whole was world-renowned. They not only healed the dogs, but they did it for almost no cost.
Months of rehabilitation, what am I going to do? Got with Dr. Grossman, he came down to the specialty hospital with his whole team of human doctors who probably make millions of dollars a year, and he just took control of it. And so he started performing surgeries and teaching the staff there how to deal with burns, how to debride them, non-cellular fetal bovine skin grafts, the whole 9 yards, millions of dollars of treatment.
In the beginning, it seemed that Zach not only had to fight to help the prisoners, but fight against the people who were supposed to be helping them in the first place.
What happens is the powers that be say, we need to start doing something about these inmates. Clearly we're not preparing them for life, and higher ups are on our case. So we need to provide these guys with some shit. They don't want to. If custody staff had their way, they would just stick them in a hole and not worry about it. much of custody staff culture is these are bad people. These are bad people that you don't want to have anything to do with, and they should be punished. Let me know that the universe is looking out for us. I think that's the underlying theme that if I could communicate to people, I hope that resonates with them, that they hold on to, is when we're doing the right work and when we're cued into our intuition and we're doing what we know is right, there is help out there. You'll find it. If you keep the faith, if you stay faithful, if you just believe that what you're doing will be successful, you will be successful. And that's been the key, is just believing that we can do it. And there's been a lot of times where we've been down as low can be, like where we didn't think we would be able to survive, and we made it. So I think the real lesson has been, no matter what, we're going to be okay. I feel like we're protected. I feel like our work speaks for itself, and I feel like we're all a bunch of good people really trying to do what's right in the world and create a movement, a paradigm shift.
Zach made the best of a bad situation and used his positive mentality to bring Marley's Mutts back up onto its feet. As an organization, the growth seems to have been exponential. The impact of Marley's Mutts has been substantial even since its humble beginning. However, the recent recognition of the organization is paving the way to even greater opportunity. This July, Zach and his dogs got an ad with Jockey. This not only put them in the eyes of more people in need of inspiration, but put them in the eyes of every passerby of New York's Times Square. While you may not be lucky enough to live in Tehachapi, there is still a way for you to get involved. With donations of any amount, Marley's Mutts is able to spread its impact even further. Another way to get involved would be through social media. One post is a fast, easy, and effective way to get Marley's Mutts in the minds and hearts of all the people around you.
Yonder Music.